What's up, guys? So today we're going to review a game that my girlfriend was playing the other day, and she's probably Herald rank. And this PA was bitching her out a lot in lane, so we're going to look at it and see like who was screwing up the lane more, and whose fault it was. Say hi, Kristen.
Hi.
We have to get on camera.
No, I don't want to be on camera.
This is Kristen. This is Kronoschick. She was playing the Tidehunter. So we're going to go over it and see if we can learn anything. It's low rank, so obviously, we're getting people not making the best decisions or picking the right heroes and stuff like that. So, let's see. So we don't get to see the draft, which is unfortunate. Oh, here we go. Because what I wanted to see is if the PA picked before her. So, it's low rank. They're going to pick their...
Phantom Assassin.
They're going to pick all their hard carries first. But you can't tell. We have 3 hard carry picks already.
Crystal Maiden.
Okay, so right here, they have 3 carries, we have 3 carries, and we have a support here. So probably she should pick some kind of support. I think at the time I recommended Tidehunter, so they had some team fight, but in retrospect, Tidehunter is kind of a core, so we should have picked something else.
Okay.
They just pick another fucking carry. Good lord, 5 cores. Okay.
Tidehunter.
This is nice though, because if the Tidehunter has a good game, then all these heroes are in trouble, except for Juggernaut. But probably this, if this was like an Immortal team playing against the Herald team, this Tidehunter would be something else.
Okay.
I mean, and also these 2 would be something else as well. Like you could do like these 3 heroes, and then the PA and the Dusa should be different heroes. But because the Troll first picked and the PA second picked, everything has to be based off of that.
Okay, what would have been a better pick for...
Well, Scott wanted to play the Crystal Maiden.
Yep.
Right? So he was going to play the position 5, so you should have picked a position 4. So what you want with the position 4 is you want team fight and you want wave clear. And you want to know who you're laning with, which you didn't necessarily know.
I did.
But if you knew you were playing with the PA...
Lina?
Maybe just Ogre Magi.
I think Ogre
which is
Magi
not like
banned.
an ideal position 4, but okay, if Ogre Magi is banned, then you can't do that. So,
DK and Ogre Magi were both banned, which are my usual go-tos.
yeah, I'm thinking about a good position 4 with 3 position 1s on your team. I mean, Dusa mid is fine, right? But you can't have PA and Troll Warlord on your team. That's silly. So, you need someone that doesn't need any farm at all and can still contribute. So probably someone like Phoenix.
Okay.
Right? Something like that. Phoenix or...
Kunkka?
No,
No.
Kunkka needs a little bit of farm. You basically just need to pick another position 5, which
Okay.
is stupid. But you can't really... It's, I guess, like Tusk or something like that. But let's see.
Okay.
There's a million heroes in the game. You can make anything work, right? But you need someone to frontline kind of on your team. I mean, Dusa can frontline a little bit, but you could also just look at what they have picked. So like when you picked the Tide, you could just come at it from that angle instead. Because you were last pick on your team. All right. Well, that screwed up. Go back a bit.
Your turn to ban. 5 seconds remaining. Juggernaut.
Weaver.
So we'll go through it.
Phantom Assassin.
Your turn to
Okay, so if you're in this position right here, right?
Right.
Okay, so this is what you see. You see Jug, Weaver, Viper, Huskar. So Jug, Viper, and Huskar are all have some inbuilt kind of defense against magic.
Okay,
So
so
you can go magic immune. These 2 get magic resistance. Okay.
so you want a right clicker then in that case.
You want physical damage for this against these guys.
Okay.
You also want something that pierces BKB, and you want something. I don't know. That's pretty much it, right? That's all you got to work with. And then you have a Weaver who goes invis and moves around a lot. So you want for him roots or detection. So someone like Slardar or Bounty Hunter or whatever, right?
So Slardar might have been a good.
Slardar might have been okay, but then a Slardar PA lane is like kind of crap.
Yeah.
It's not like very good.
Okay.
So you probably just want Vengeful Spirit. You probably just play another position 5 because the Vengeful Spirit can pierce the Jug's spin with her ult. She has armor debuffs and damage buffs, and your entire fucking team, except for CM, is physical based, and they have magic resistance anyway. So you'd want someone like Death Prophet or Vengeful Spirit.
Right.
Probably Death Prophet. You probably just pick the
should've
freaking Death Prophet so that you have push, you have team fight, and you have like a physical damage thing, and you have a silence on your team. That would have been good.
Okay.
Her Siphon Soul would have been good against the Huskar.
Okay.
Who likes to jump directly on you and then stay in range and like trade health with you. And Death Prophet likes to trade health. So if I had all this time to think about it and I needed to play a position 4 that was good against this comp and filled the holes that we needed, probably Death Prophet or Vengeful Spirit, or even the Slardar, because Slardar still works because he's got detection and he's got armor debuff and he's got stuns. Something like that. But position 4 Slardar sounds like garbage. But that's kind of what you want in this weird-ass game, right?
Okay.
Tidehunter.
All right, well, whatever. We picked the Tidehunter, so let's look at it.
Remember, I had never played Tidehunter before.
Oh, this was your first Tidehunter game?
Yes.
Aha. Okay.
Prepare for battle.
Okay, so let's look at items for our team, right? So the Dusa gets some tangos from Scott because Scott's a good support. Good job, Scott. This is fine, but honestly, he's saving 140 gold, and this is probably bad. You'd find something to spend this gold on. If this is his build, this is terrible.
It is
Yep, that is hot garbage. Don't do this. He literally is only using the shit that he got from randoming. That's the random stuff. He spent no gold. He has 600.
Okay.
Deuce says, like, give me tangos. She starts with Smith Snake. That's probably correct. You buy... We forgot that there were a bunch of cores, so we got the Quelling Blade because we're thinking, oh, you're going to need a last hit.
Oh, yeah.
But honestly, in this lane, you're not last hitting. So
I shouldn't have.
You should have... In this lane, you probably buy a Sentry Ward, at least.
Okay.
To, do support things. And also, you might be laning against Weaver. Or you save the gold to see if you need to buy the Sentry. And then you can just... You could start working on aura items. How do I get rid of this? Right here. There we go. So if you start with a Ring of Protection, that can be easily turned into a Vlad's for your team, which is both an item that Tide really likes to use because it goes off of his E, and it also is giving your team lifesteal, damage, mana regen, and armor, which is all shit they need. So Vlad's would have been an excellent item for you in this game.
All right.
And it's an easy build because you can get the Ring of Basilius early. You can start with the Ring of Protection to give yourself some more armor because you're going to have to frontline, right? So that would have been... I would be working on that. And then, but let us not forget, the PA didn't buy any items at all. So kind of hard to support someone that doesn't spend their money, right? So obviously this is dumb. You should be spending your gold. Always. Even if you waste it on the wrong item, it's better to spend it. Like if this guy at least just bought boots or something, that would have been better. Also,
30 seconds.
Don't buy both wards. You don't need both wards here. Mid should basically always have a ward. Basically always has a ward, unless you really know the matchups and you know that, like, okay, neither of them care about bottle, like room control. It's so rare that that's the case because at least you want to know if someone is going for it. Or you want to know if you're getting ganked. Yeah. So basically, mid should always. This is not like you specific. This is like anyone watching, right? Mid should always have a ward. usually the off lane should get the ward over the safe lane so that they can see if the enemy team is pulling against them, or they can just block this camp, or they can watch for mid rotations ganking them. Safe lane is called the safe lane for a reason, and that's that you don't really need to, it takes a long time to get down here and gank this, and you have to pass a lot of stuff. And the support, if they're doing their job right, is playing in this area anyway. So you don't really need the ward here as much. It's obviously still helpful, but it's not necessary. Whereas if you don't have a ward up here and you get pulled on a lot, that loses you the lane. If you don't have a ward here and you lose rune control or it gets you killed in a gank, that loses you the lane, right?
Okay.
So, all right. What do we got? Mid is grabbing her rune. These guys are posturing over here. So this is bad positioning. You shouldn't be here. Because there's 7 seconds till the rune spawns. You need to be over here.
Oh, okay.
Especially if you're playing as a support, right? Because we're recognizing that this PA is going to do nothing if she doesn't get any gold. Also, this guy has no items, so maybe it's not worth trying to support him. You know what I mean?
Right, okay.
But, he really should not be doing this alone. If he's going to do this at all, he probably should be starting with Phantom Strike so he can blink out if it gets bad. Because he's probably just going to die here. Like, he's against Weaver Jug. This guy's just going to die. But so you should be nearby.
Okay.
At the very least, you should be nearby.
I was preparing to block. That's why I was in, which was probably silly.
Look at the creeps haven't spawned yet.
Yeah.
So you got to be waiting for that horn. So remember that whole thing about Jenkins was saying, or that whole thing Jenkins was saying about soft committing versus hard committing?
Yeah.
This is where you soft commit. You be nearby.
Okay.
And then if she gets gone on, you can at least be standing here and show face and click on him, and maybe it makes him second guess if he wants to go for this PA kill, right?
The battle begins.
So you got the idea afterwards.
Right.
Okay, so we started with Gush. Pretty much if you're farming, you're going to start with Anchor Smash.
Right.
If you're in a lane where it's like heavy harass, like right click harass, like maybe you start Kraken Shell. You usually don't start with Gush because it's a lot of mana and it's an armor debuff, and Anchor Smash is just more farmable. You didn't know how to play Tidehunter, so that you get a pass on that one. But
yeah, I will tell. So my thought process there was I was thinking that I could set up kills because of the armor debuff with PA, thinking that if we were laning against somebody who got themselves low.
You're right. Gush is the spell that's going to enable you to actually get kills because it's your only slow, right? But PA does not have kill potential.
Okay, not until
level 3 or 4 is she ready to start going for kills, because she needs to have Phantom Strike and she needs to have Dagger.
Okay.
So what you do is you get Anchor Smash to make the lane good for yourself, to set up for going for a kill in a few levels.
Got it. Okay.
Because the Anchor Smash is going to get you, assuming you're playing as a core, the Anchor Smash is going to secure last hits, right? Which can then help you afford a bracer or a boots to help you get the kill or whatever it is, Orb of Corrosion or some shit, whatever you want to buy. But the main reason you get the E first, the Anchor Smash, is for the damage reduction. So
I'll take less. I can take more.
You have 58 damage here. If you were to get hit by your own Anchor Smash, your damage would drop by almost 20.
Got it. So that's
a little bit less. All
right, so
you'd be at 40 something damage. It's a lot harder to last hit with 40 something damage. Weaver has a flat 60. Just take 30% off that, and that's what his damage is now for last hitting.
Oh, all right.
Jug has pretty low. It's 52. So that's why you pretty much always get the E. The E is what makes this lane winnable. All right, she's AFK or something, but you shouldn't be back here, right? Even though she's back here, you need to be up here trying to get this XP. Because you could have been here for this deny, that last hit. Yeah, going for it, that's fine. Good. Put on normal speed for a minute. Got to remember to immediately eat your tango, because now you're at half health. You're missing 500 health, so you gotta eat that tango right away. And try to get in the habit of eating the tree that's closer to you.
Okay.
Instead of walking all the way over here to eat a tango, because look, now this creep is dying, and you might be out of XP range here. If we watch your XP, 113. You're just barely in XP range. If we just watch this,
Yeah, okay.
I'll just keep this up so we can watch the XP. I'll zoom out a little bit. This is really aggressive posturing up here, because if this jug goes on you, you gotta back up anyway.
Okay.
And you're not really gonna scare the Weaver off, because he knows that he can't die to you because he has Shikuchi. Like, that's the problem with this. If you knew Tidehunter better, and you knew how these heroes worked, you would know that Gush is bad.
Okay.
Because it's magical, it's a slow. Weaver can't be slowed during Shikuchi.
Okay.
So if you pop Gush on him, he just Shikuchis and he sprints away. The slow didn't happen, right? And he could also, Juggernaut can dispel the Gush off of himself. Yep, dispellable, yes. So he can just remove that slow. And then if he's already spinning, you can't even target him with it.
Yeah, you can't hit him.
So Gush is like your worst spell here, right?
Right, okay.
Because she can't utilize it, and it's not even good against these heroes.
Okay.
So, something to think about, right? She's playing really scared for I don't know what reason. She just wants the last hit with dagger. So you could maybe say, let me back this up a little bit. So I just go back a few. So right here, right? So you aggro these creeps.
Yeah.
This is good
It's-
because we're keeping them out of the tower range. So let me slow it down way much. We're keeping them out of the tower range, which is nice. Because you're gonna freeze the lane here if you keep doing this,
Okay.
right? Right now, she should be daggering this Weaver and putting pressure on him so that you feel safe to stand here and tank this shit.
Okay.
See, but these creeps get pulled under tower,
Well, I'm like,
which makes you push.
yeah, I'm waiting for. I don't know if you could kind of tell, but I was waiting for her to come up and last it.
Yeah. You're hoping she's going to do more in the lane, and she's just not going to, right?
Okay.
So we got lucky because Jug spun the wave and pushed it back under tower. This is too aggressive. How much damage you're taking here?
Right.
You're past your creep wave. So as a rule of thumb, when you're learning the game, try not to go past your creep wave until you're like really confident of what you need to do. That's fine. Yeah, good. Slow him. He should have Shikuchi'd immediately. I think he used it offensively, but that's a good way to punish him. See, right now, she can start playing aggressive, right? So if we were coaching this PA should be aggressive. Like, we know that Juggernaut has been wasting his spin, so he doesn't have enough mana. She can just click on him and be like, oh, he doesn't have 120 mana, he can't spin. Also, this guy just Shikuchi'd and he's at 175 health. PA should be up here fighting for every last hit right now. Because this is safe. They don't have their spells and they don't want to stick around. You have to play back though, because she's playing back, but you could have been aggressive there too.
I feel sad for them.
Okay.
Here you should freeze it. Don't pull it under tower. And she wasn't even going for the last hits. I kept telling you like when this game was happening because I was watching it live, like go for the last hit, and you didn't want to like steal farm from the carry. But the problem with this player is that she wasn't going to get them anyway. So someone should get it, you know. She should have jumped on that. Took too long. Right, good job. Kited that. No problem. See, there's no follow-up. And now you're out of mana, right?
That was what was frustrating.
So you'd be better off just saving that mana and hitting him with Anchor Smash. That's the thing. I think what is hard to distinguish in Dota sometimes is like, what is the purpose of the spell? And with Gush, it is basically for securing ranged creeps that you can't get to safely, and it is setting up kills. So you're slowing them for 4 seconds, which means when they're slowed, like there needs to be follow-up. Like you need to be attacking them during that slow. PA needs to be attacking them during that slow. Because that's your power play.
Mm-hmm.
I have high move speed, you don't. You have to sit here while I punish you. So if you time the Gush right, so when they're in a position where they don't really want to be, like their creeps are just about to die and yours are all alive, and you Gush them right there, they get hit by the creep wave, you both pile on them in that 4 seconds. You know, that's This is a setup spell. It's a nuke slow armor reduction, which is perfect for what PA wants to do, which is all physical damage, right? Like, it's not, you had the right idea with the gush, it's just that these heroes are good against it.
Okay.
They should be denying this creep against you guys right now. Okay, good. Right here, you need to recognize that you're out of regen. You have no health regen, so you need to buy more. Because the way you're playing this lane is that you're trying to tank damage.
So I need regen.
And pressure. You're trading your health pool for PA's farm, which is totally fine, right? I mean, what else are you supposed to do if you're like an Omni Knight or an Ogre Magi or a Tidehunter, right? But you need to be sending yourself more regen or buying a regen item before you're out of it.
Yeah, that was my bad.
That's okay. Right, it's not just advice for you, it's for anyone watching. I mean, the mango does give some regen, which is something. And you're holding them, which is good. You're utilizing the regen. Instead of like popping them immediately like some players do. You were checking the rune, but the rune doesn't spawn yet. I remember that. Right here, again, freeze it so the tower doesn't hit it. Because this just pushes you back again. These guys aren't pulling, right? Like, even though they're both carries, 100% one of them should be pulling.
Right.
You know? Because they can't get both. They're just trading this farm back and forth. They would get more farm out of this lane if one of them said, all right, screw the creep wave, I'm going to go pull creeps in jungle. Which could have been either one of them. But and either one of these guys could have been jungling against you guys.
Yeah, and I made a mistake. That was me out of position right there. That's why I died.
She should be helping you, though. She's playing way too safe. All right, cool. There you go. See, if she just did that faster, she kind of waited a really long time there, but...
Right.
You know, but now you're in this position. Like, you got to go back. Like, I think I said buy regen.
I should have TP'd.
In hindsight, we just TP back. Yeah.
I should have TP'd.
Or we walk back and we TP back out is actually the better way to do it.
Yeah, because I went back into lane 2 when I was way too low.
Right.
This should make my life
Yep,
You know, this is just gambling that he's not going to do this against you, right?
Yep, and he didn't. My bad.
You actually could have gotten away there if you didn't path that differently. So if we look at the move speed, 350, 300, okay, maybe not, but he also has the boots. You see how you kind of like, you walk down, you were out of it, and you walked back into it.
Yeah, it was...
You might have gotten away if he didn't micro that correctly, but you probably weren't going to get away regardless.
I see what I did there. I see.
Yeah. EA's getting runes, that's fine.
I think this is around the time when there's a lot of trash talking going on as well.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is you're getting really distracted by this chick talking a lot, and I kept telling you, like, she rushed a Voidstone, ignore her.
Right.
Right? Yeah, for reference, the Dusa and the PA were pre-made, and they were both clearly, like, Russian 16-year-old girls, and it was really hilarious listening to them talk shit. Okay, so now you're full health, so you can be up in there, you know, up in there, girl. I mean, obviously pay attention, but...
Radiant's bottom tower has
I said, at this point, I was kind of tilted.
Yeah, it's distracting. So here, this is the moment. See, they've got one creep left.
Yeah.
He doesn't have mana. This is the... You're about to gush. This is where you go for a kill. Like, this is it, right here. Like, if this was me playing right now, I would be pinging this jug like crazy. I'd be like, let's fucking kill him, and you drop everything on him, because... You have a double slow. He can't purge it. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4 creeps. And this one creep, right? So right here, absolutely should die. And it's going to happen. Oh, we didn't have the move speed. It's a little bit not coordinated well. But, you know, the idea is there. She chased a little bit too far. You backed off. I think you should have kept chasing there.
Yeah, probably.
And she should have not chased so far. And then she didn't know to get rid of this thing. So that sucks. Because you went on it, you went aggressive, and then you changed your mind midway through. Like, if you watch this, right?
Yeah.
So this is another, you know, like, recognize when you have an advantage and then follow up on it. Like right now, okay, you have the advantage.
I gushed him.
Yep, you gushed him. Hit him with the E, right?
Yep.
We hit him with the E. Okay, yeah, I bet you know, stay on him. You know, and then stick with it. See, right
Yeah, I got
here.
paranoid. I get what happened was I got really worried that I was going to die again.
Yeah, right now I would just be hammering on this Weaver.
Yeah, that's what I.
You know,
that was
because
my mistake.
then maybe he decides to stop hammering on the PA, who is, you know, chasing too far at this point. Like the kill is clearly not going to happen. This boot's made a bigger difference than we thought it would, right? But now it's just she's just dying. And then you know, she needs to Phantom Strike out of there. She can Phantom Strike to anything here. She's taking too long to do this.
I think she had just done it, and she
like barely went out of range. And then you can be hitting this thing off of her. You can
I
be
didn't
attacking
realize
this thing. Yeah.
and the Weaver comes up.
Mm-hmm. And then you should punish him now because now he's, you know, diving under tower.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's about
probably
to
when I
take
should.
these little things. It was, both of you made mistakes there.
Okay.
Honestly, I mean, real talk. She shouldn't have a Void Stone right now. She should have boots, and she should have a Wraith Band or something. She should have more damage,
Right.
right? And then you'd get that kill.
Okay.
But also, you need to stick with her if she's going, right?
Yeah, I think that was what my experience or what I felt like was I was trying to not set stuff up, but at least be in position to do it, and she kept not playing, like she wouldn't come up when I hit them. Like she always, I don't know, she just never seemed like, I mean, we were not well coordinated anyway, but.
Right. Yeah, and you know, she was arguing a lot and stuff like that, so it's kind of a weird lane.
But I think you're right. I think the items on her made a big difference because I was expecting the two of us being able to. We had a level. I think we actually had a level advantage at one point. Like right before that last fight.
Mm-hmm.
So if she'd had more damage, if she'd had a couple of items, we probably would have been much more like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because then her constant dagger harass would be doing damage. She'd be able to do more damage. Like, you know, all
even
around.
if she had like a what's the poison orb, the little thing that
the orb of venom.
right. Even that would have probably helped, right?
It would help because it gives you the slow, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. It's really overrated. The damage is like negligible.
Right. So that was
Good juke there.
And he gets me with the.
Yep.
Oh, he doesn't.
Okay. Start salving. Like immediately. This is where you start salving, right? He's out of range. Okay. And then you want to chill so he doesn't cancel it, right? It's fine.
So I was kind of hiding in the trees. Oh.
By the way, that was so right here is if you're playing at a higher level. Once you get here, you know, you can look at the time. You can be like, oh, it's 8:40.
Yeah.
I need to salve in clarity anyway, which means I'm not going to be laning. Our creeps aren't pushing. She's going to get pushed into tower, which means she's safe. So right now, you should run over here and you should stack a camp.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If you're playing as a support, you know, or anyway, in any case, you know, go over here and stack these camps in this time. You have a lot of time to do this, and you have time to get back.
Right, and it wouldn't have hurt, and I would had it was standing there
Because
waiting for clarity. Anyway.
Yeah, because you're not needed here, and you can't afford to be here regardless. So the next most useful thing is go stack these camps.
And I'm not paying attention. That's my bad. I'm not
I
paying
mean,
attention to my clarity.
that takes a really long time to. I mean, you're full mana. It takes a really long time to learn to check the clock. Check the clock, check the clock, check the clock. Is the room coming up? Is Roche up? Do I need to stack now? Check the clock. You know, that takes a very, very long time to incorporate that into your, you know, brain patterns. The only reason this is working because he doesn't have mana for time lapse because he's Shikuchiing too much. So, you know, this is me pinging right now. The white pings are me.
Yeah.
I'm telling this PA to go on this fucking Weaver and kill him. All right, you kind of kill stole there a little bit, but that's fine. Whatever. Kill's a kill, right? So again, we're low. Do we look at the situation here? So it's 10-minute runes. Jug has been forced out of lane. Weaver's dead. Mid is still here, so you actually don't need to grab this rune. She can grab this rune. So instead, what you should do is you should go back to base and heal.
but I don't think I do.
You went up here to get this. You're buying right now. But honestly, you know, you're missing 900 health. That's 2 salves
Right.
and tangos to fully heal. Just go back to base at that point.
Yeah, I think that was probably my mistake in this game. Is I probably should have done that earlier. Well, twice. That time and the time before.
Well, in general, I mean, you just need to get better at regen in general, right?
Radiant's top
She gets
tower
the
is
rune.
under attack.
This is wrong. If you're gonna get the rune right now, she should be farming and you should be getting the rune because we've established that you're the support, right?
Right. Well,
So that's
what,
backwards. So she missed farm while you were standing there. So it's, you know, it's not like your fault or solely. It's kind of both of your faults, right?
Right.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So now it's danger zone. We need to get the fuck out of here because then this happens. Yep. I think this was a turnaround though. Did you? No. Okay.
With the fish.
The next time it happens, it's a turnaround. I don't know what she was doing though. Like, where was PA during that? What is PA doing?
Getting the other rune.
Why is why is she getting the rune? Because she knows runes are important, but like it's not more important than your lane. Like, let someone else do that, you know? Like, if she was here, you probably don't die there, you know? So she got 50 gold for the whole team, and they got 229 gold and whatever the assist gold was. It wasn't a good trade, right? A bounty rune for a death, not a good trade on her part. I mean, you also shouldn't have been
I
there.
know, right?
Dire's middle tower is under
But
attack.
the carry should not be the one rotating. Should not be abandoning their lane to get a bounty rune. That is always wrong. TP immediately. TP. You're gonna die. TP.
For the Radiant.
Holy shit, she didn't die. Oh my god. Wow, that was close. Okay, she should have died.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Fortification.
Oh, Sam
in
was
place.
there.
We'll see. I'm showed up afterwards, but absolutely, she should have died to that Husker right there. Like, if you look at this,
That's not good for the Radiant.
he just needed a flaming spear her like a few more times. He's not maxing burning spears.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Why are you not maxing burning spears? Okay, he should have this kill if he's maxing burning spears.
Radiant's top
Well,
tower
whatever.
is under attack.
I know.
Fortified.
Hey kids, don't max inner fire. Max burning spears. It's free. All right, and at this stage, the lane phase is over, right? You know, everyone's got ults. The supports are leaving their lanes. This was a huge fight. Let's just watch that one more time because that was so fucking cool. The wombo combo.
Oh yeah.
All right, it's like they're like so tough. Like, oh, we got all our ults. Let's fucking go. Oh, Juggernaut doesn't
Dire's
know.
bottom tower is under attack.
Ooh. Does he mango for this? Wand. Just ult right away. Oh, it's so good.
The Dire's bottom tower doesn't even
So
have arms to
good.
defend itself.
Nice.
What a brave tower.
Good shit. See how Scott salves immediately?
Right.
He's like, look at the difference here, right? Like he's watching this. It's gone, or well, that's a replay bug. Let's see. Is he just burning forever now? Oh no, stupid replay bug. Where is he? He's burning forever!
Oh no.
By the gods, the Dire's bottom tower doesn't even have arms to defend itself. What a brave tower.
That was so... I know you weren't timing that because you don't know how long this lasts, but that was down to the freaking sec. Look at that. Look at the timing of this. Battle Fury ends, and in the next frame you start your ult. That was extremely lucky. Because you didn't know it was about to end right then, right?
No.
So, like, if you'd done that like a second earlier, he doesn't get stunned, and he walks away and doesn't die. Like, that was so...
Lucky.
So lucky. You have no idea how lucky that was. Like, look at that. Oh my god. Look how down to the fucking wire that is.
Dire's bottom
We just
tower
click
is
jug,
under attack.
right?
Run, little bottom tower. Run.
Look at this shit. about to end. It's about to end. It's about to end. It ends. Ult. Like that was like
Yeah, no, that
millisecond
okay.
perfect.
Now keep in mind that he'd gone on me 4 fucking times.
Oh my god.
I kind of had the timing for how long he could spin
Oh, did
pretty
you?
well.
Did you?
He went on me
Oh.
4 times and killed me
Okay, all right, okay.
3 times before that.
All right.
I was actually waiting. I was waiting for him to finish spinning.
Were you okay?
I was actually. I didn't mean to time it quite that perfectly, but I was waiting for him to finish
You
spinning.
didn't mean to time it frame perfectly. Holy shit. Okay, well that's good then. Good job.
But that was what I was waiting because I knew he couldn't be it wouldn't affect him until he was done spinning.
Yeah, absolutely. But anyway, see, out of danger, south. Out of danger, south.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Okay.
Run, little bottom
Did it?
It's a bit like the difference between you guys and the level you're at. Because Scott is also learning, and Scott, I'm pretty sure if he were to play ranked, he'd be about Crusader. Scott is very much, he's a lot better about, okay, that's done. What's the next thing?
Yeah.
You know, like, okay, fight's done, heal, next thing, right? Like,
Okay.
like Scott is immediately off to go do something else. Doesn't know what he wants to do, but he's like, he's ready to go do the next thing. Like, he's like,
bottom tower was never my
okay.
favorite.
And you're kind of just like, well, I guess I'll stand in lane.
XP range.
Which is different, you know, because like Scott is like playing the position 5 who roams a lot more.
Yeah.
So that's something. But you know, he's had his wards sent out. He's going to farmer camp.
Tower is under attack.
He's good.
It has no arms to defend
He
itself.
really needs to stop maxing frostbite.
You guys had that.
His camp should be
conversation.
done by now. You max Crystal Nova. I think the only time you max frostbite is if you're against a whole team of weavers. You know, it's like PA, Weaver, all these like mobility heroes, and you have lots of other heroes that can do a lot of damage in a short amount of time, like an Ursa or a Huskar or something like that. Like all they need is someone to stick them in place while you do damage to them. Then you can max the frostbite for the extra 1.5 seconds.
Right.
Like 99% of the time, you max Crystal Nova, you double the damage, you more than double the slow, you get an attack speed slow, and you get lower cooldowns. I mean, this gets lower cooldowns too, but like, it's just more valuable. And you don't need it to farm because it does 100 damage per second, and the creep duration is 10 no matter what. So Frostbite does 1,000 damage to creeps, no matter what level Frostbite is at. You know, the cooldown goes down a little bit, but yeah. If you're trying to kill heroes, get Crystal Nova. If you're trying to farm waves, get Crystal Nova.
Right, so-
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And we died again. Okay. Well, we didn't have the ult this time. They were really committed to getting this.
About time. Oh, that's not good for the Radiant. Radiant's top tower no longer radiates.
Ugh, this PA build is cringe. Oof.
But I think that was mostly what I wanted to understand. So if you
It's like who
what was it? Well, not who, but like what could I have done differently in lane? Like that was really what I was kind of.
Yeah. So a lot of the things that you would normally be doing as a position 4 are like not applicable because they don't have a support. So
Okay.
they don't have anyone pulling. So normally where your job as the position 4 is to interrupt this pull and pull this camp and secure
Yeah.
as much good farm as you can. They're not doing that. So you're stuck under tower the whole time anyway.
Yeah.
So really all you need to do, like, it's just weird because you shouldn't have a PA as your offlaner. So she can't safely solo, so you have to sit here,
And okay.
but you can't get any farm of your own. So it's just crap. This is
Okay.
why I was saying, like, we probably should have just picked Vengeful Spirit.
right.
You
Because she would
just
have been
pick
perfect.
another position 5, right?
Right.
Because then our team comp is basically 2 1s, a 2, and 2 5s. Like, we cut the 3 and the 4 out, and we
we
graduate the 3 into a 1, and we demote the 4 to a 5, right?
Right. That would have probably been.
That's
that would-
probably the way you play this, but, you know, PA's pick was garbage to begin with, and the Tidehunter was a good pick if you didn't have the garbage PA pick.
Dire's middle tower
But
is
you
all
did,
alone
so
in the world.
then the Tidehunter wasn't a good pick, right?
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That makes. But I mean, and the things I see what I did wrong. And the important part that I wanted to understand was what could I have or what should I have done differently in the lane, and I can kind of see that now.
Yeah,
so,
it would be.
You.
So what do you think you could have done better?
So I think I was not I wasn't coordinated very well with my lane partner, and we weren't collectively pushing up or pulling back. So like that's something that we should have been doing better.
Yeah.
I overextended myself a couple of times without either having a creep wave behind me or without having my lane partner like ready to take a fight.
Yeah.
So I saw that a couple of times. I did the regen thing, which you already talked about. And then I think I was out of position. I think in general, as I'm watching myself, I feel like I'm out. I'm aggroing the creeps in the wrong, like I'm out of position basically.
Well, it was not. The out of position thing goes into like the overextending and dying thing, but the making sure that your creeps don't push back out, so not pulling your creeps under tower. Yep. That's one thing to work on. Also, the skills we choose to level.
Yep, obviously.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, but I didn't know the heroes, so that one and
that's fair. So probably what you do instead is you start E, and you alternate Kraken Shell, Anchor Smash. You get a value point in Gush, maybe, at 5.
Because it might help.
It might get you a kill, maybe, but probably not. So we just get the value point, because we're basically just grabbing it for the slow.
Got it.
And then we get our Ravage on 6.
Okay.
And then from there, just keep working on these, because this is your primary damage and farm. This is what makes you tanky. This just gives you more armor debuff and damage.
Yeah, and like I said, I was trying to support. So the reason why I leveled those the Gush up was because I was thinking I was going to set the PA up,
which would be fine if you're not against a Weaver Jug.
Right.
So if you were, say, against an Ursa, or not an Axe, like if you're against like a safe laner that can't purge. You know what I mean? Like if you're against Troll Warlord, Troll Warlord, you could max the Gush with someone that does a lot of physical damage, and that's your like kill, right? That's your kill spell. Usually it's just Anchor Smash, Kraken Shell.
Okay.
But what I think one thing to be looking for is, whenever possible, go stack these camps.
Yeah, I did notice that I didn't do that at all, and I think I don't lane. I'm less experienced doing top lane than I am Radiant top lane. Than I am doing. Bottom lane I know better. I know how to stack and pull those a lot better.
Yep.
The top lane I don't, and I think I don't.
Well, you can't pull in the offlane.
Right.
You can't pull behind your tower.
Right.
You can pull in front of your tower, but you can't pull behind it. That's I kind of came to this realization lately. It took me only 4,000 hours to figure this out. The reason it's the safe lane is that your pull goes behind your tower.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? And the off lane can only pull in front of their tower.
Uh-huh.
So you have a safe pull. It's the safe lane, because both sides can pull. Like if they pull here, you can pull here.
Right.
But this one is harder to interrupt, because you got to get back behind the tower.
Right.
To do it, right? That's the difference.
Okay.
In both safe lanes, you pull behind your tower.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's basically looking for opportunities to go back and stack these camps. So if we go back to the lane phase real quick.
Yeah, no, I had plenty of opportunities. Like there were a bunch.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like, because it depends on how independent your PA can be. So there may never have been a good time, but we need to look for it and see when there was a good time. So let's see. We're pushed up to tower now. So if it stays like this, I would say you could go stack the next one.
Because both of them ran lane there.
Yeah, so that's that wasn't a great time to do it. Let's see, let's speed it up a bit. Okay, so you know it's going to push back in. So here.
The Radiant's bottom tower has
She shouldn't be over here.
Yeah, and that wraparound I shouldn't have. So
She should be here, and you should be running back to go try and stack. Like as soon as you see them both here, you can just say fuck it. I'm gonna run back here. She can lane for a minute because we're gonna get pushed in front of our tower, and she'll be safe. You could have stacked this one, but it requires her to be not buying a fucking void stone. You know,
right.
At almost full mana. It's not necessary right now. Alright, let's look for the next one. Could you have stacked on this one? Because you need to move at about 340 to get there in time, so could you have left right now to go stack?
Yeah, see, like that's where a place where I'm like, that's not.
She can back up and get this creep with her dagger if they don't deny it, and because she's going to be under tower again. So if you learn how to read the creep waves, right? So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 creeps. Oh, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creeps on one creep. This wave will push unless you murder the whole wave immediately, right? She's against 2 heroes in the middle of a creep wave, so don't be here. So what does she do? Starts running away. That's good. You could have maybe stood in range, because you're not going to stack anyway. You can stand in range to give her a blink target.
Right.
So then she takes a little bit less damage or something. But yeah, I think there could have been a stack opportunity.
Yeah, and I was so if you go back a little bit. So what I was trying to do there is when she was back there farming, I was actually trying to run interference between the Weaver, like, you know what I'm talking about?
Let me see.
When she goes back, yeah, that creep wave comes.
I mean, I get the general idea of what you were doing. Here, we already talked about that. That should be reversed. So now you're dead. Okay, so it's 47. So we don't have time to stack this one. I'm literally just looking at times you could have stacked.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. I feel sad for them.
So, oh, well, this was this disaster, so you couldn't have done it then. All right, couldn't stack again. It's mainly, the main reason why you can't do it is because PA is not playing safe when she would need to be playing safe for you to go stack. And that's a communication thing. That's saying like, hey, I want to go make a bunch of stacks, so you need to play safe right now. I'm not going to be here, right? Hey, I'm leaving the stack. Play safe. And the reason you want to be stacking is because you have 2 position 1s, or 3 position 1s, really, right?
So we needed more farm. We needed way more farm.
You need more farm on the map, right? But specifically, Medusa is excellent at farming stacked camps because of her split shot and her Mystic Snake.
Got it.
She's really good at. That's what this character
so I
wants
should have.
to do.
So that's what be able to set us up for success. I should have been stacking all of those camps. I got it. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying it's like, as opposed to this being like, say, I don't know, a Mirana or like a Viper. Or, I'm trying to like if this is like a sniper or something, you know, it's less important that you stack these camps. But if you have an alchemist or a Medusa or something who is good at farming stacked camps, then you should go make stacks for them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that I honestly, retrospectively, because that lane, first of all, the PA and I were not well coordinated at all. She was trashing on me.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying like what should have been, not like necessarily like it was feasible that it was going to happen, because it wasn't going to happen because this PA didn't know how to play an off lane, right?
Right. Well, what I was thinking is that it would have probably been better if I just left the lane, went and stacked camps, because she would have gotten whatever last hit she was going to get. She would have gotten solo XP on it.
Well, that's what I was.
And she would have had to play She would have played very safe near the tower.
That's what I was looking for. I was looking for like situations when you had the opportunity to go do it, and she's not actually providing a lot of them because she's constantly in danger at the moment that it's happened like 3 times now. Where you needed to be there because she was in danger because she overextended or some shit.
Okay.
So you couldn't go stack because she wasn't playing to let you go stack. So it's whatever. Right. But anyway, yeah, that's
okay.
hopefully something, you know.
Thank you for giving me the feedback.
You are quite welcome. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I have another Dota 2 coaching video and another one I'm gonna make on where I was doing party live coaching with a bunch of Heralds and Guardians. Kronoschick is also there. You might check out that one. I will put it in the card up there. Yeah, have a good one. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Also, check down below to find my Twitch channel, Mr. Ib TV, and I hope to see you there. Bye.